Just kidding. Hello and welcome to Mad City Podcast. I am Pat Kempfer. I am your host. Thank you for joining us. And by us, I mean myself and my good friend Mike, who will be with us today. This is a pre-recorded conversation between Mike and myself. Unfortunately, we had some technical difficulties. So we're just going to jump right in to our conversation a little bit after it started because we had a few hiccups. And I'm just too vain and embarrassed to share them with you now. I have a lot of work on myself to do. Lots of work. Anyway, thank you so much for being here at Mad City Podcast. Please enjoy. And when this is all done and over with for the day, you can go ahead and take it upon yourself to share this on all the mediums that you like to torture your soul and mind with. And yeah, be sure to check in with us again on Saturday, and then again the following Tuesday, and then the Saturday. Anyway, Tuesdays and Saturdays are good days to come in and say hello. All right, let's get into it.
This is a test of the emergency podcast system. Remember, this is only a test.
Then the cops come in, like they're looking around, and then the lady whose house it is, she comes out. She's like, "What are you doing here? What's going on? Where's a warrant?" It's like, "Oh, sorry, we're looking for a criminal on the loose." And obviously, this whole thing is bullshit. It's totally fucking staged.
It sounds like it.
So bad.
Oh my god.
It was really, really poorly done. But just the idea, like that these guys, they actually, like the guy knocks over this mannequin that was standing there, and she's a hairdresser, right? So that's why she has the mannequin. But the guy knocks over the mannequin, and the cop comes and tackles it once it's on the ground, and that's when the lady comes out. She's like, "What are you doing to my mannequin? You're accosting my mannequin. I'm a hairdresser, and I use these things." And I was, it was like, oh my god. So yeah, if you're ever trying to get away from the cops, everybody, just go to Mike's house and just stand next to one of his mannequins. And
it reminds me of the time where I was frightened by a vacuum cleaner. Yeah, in the middle of the night.
Mike, I told you not to use them for that.
No, I was. This was years ago. When Takeda was much smaller. I think she was like, I don't know. She was a very small child, and it was like a thunderstorm. It was like a stormy night, and I got up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, and her room is right across from the bathroom, and I looked up, and I thought I saw her. Like, it was her, but she wasn't like moving. And then I don't know if there was I feel like there was like some lightning involved, and it jolted me. I was like, ah! And then I realized that it was just a vacuum cleaner. It wasn't a person. It was just a vacuum cleaner. And I'm like, oh my god, I need to see my therapist. This hypervigilance is too much.
So, was it on or something? It was just sitting there?
No, it was just a vacuum cleaner, because we're very organized. So we like to keep the vacuum cleaner just wherever it was last used. It just sits there for about a year. So, I was frightened by a vacuum cleaner that was just in a doorway. It's a good thing that it wasn't her, because if it would have been her just standing there not moving, that would have been pretty terrifying. Might have been the end of my life. Anyways, so yeah, I'm not afraid of much other than small children that don't move in the middle of the night and telephone poles. I was once frightened by a telephone pole.
I mean, I could understand if it was like a Roomba. What?
I am gonna get a Roomba. I'm going to live the Roomba life. It's gonna happen. Once I build my podcast studio and gaming center down here in the basement, I'm going to get a Roomba. And my dogs are small enough where they can ride the Roomba. and I'm gonna do that. The problem is with the Roombas is you have to have like a certain level of organization and cleanliness to even get a Roomba for it to be effective.
You have to basically have nothing on your floor.
Right. You have to then clean up for the Roomba so that the said Roomba can then go ahead and do what it's meant to do and sweep and mop the floor. But you know what? There is good news. They do actually, I saw this at one of those CES highlights. If you're not sure what that is, Pat, I know you don't know what that is. Go Google it real quick, CES. But it's basically like a tech show where they show off all the new technology that's coming out. And there is a one-armed robot that's going to be coming out that is also on like kind of a Roomba base. So it kind of rolls around your house. So if you're lucky, like me, someday you're going to have a one-armed robot to clean up before the Roomba can clean up.
You know, any kind of AI technology sort of thing that comes out, you know, I can't help but get this weird, creepy feeling that, like, on the lowest scale of it, it really comes down to just being another sex toy.
I don't know.
I mean, does it really
use a Roomba as a sex toy? That doesn't really.
One arm?
I guess you could.
Yeah, but does it need more than one arm, Mike? I mean, really?
You know, that's a different convention. That is a different convention. That's not what I'm talking about.
I have
electronics. Is that what it's called?
I have to address something though that you just said. Because you said that you can't visualize or see like a Roomba being a sex toy. Well, actually, I have a friend.
It did come to me eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, go ahead.
Okay. I'm also all of a sudden I'm hearing like some Luther Vandross playing in the background.
What?
Yeah. But no, actually, I have a friend who shared a story with me recently that she went to a oh wait, no, I'm sorry, this wasn't a friend of mine. this was a comedian. We're not friends.
Oh my lord. Okay, hold on, rewind that.
I'm not
Let's
friends.
Go ahead and cut that one.
I'm not friends with comedians. I hate comedians. Comedians are assholes. They're a bunch of pretentious jerk-offs. Yeah, they all think they're hilarious and they're not.
What?
I'm just kidding.
Did you say they think they're hairy?
Hilarious.
That is gross.
Yeah, hairy. Anyway, so no, but this comedian chick, she was sharing the story about how oh my god, actually there's so much more to this and it's all coming back to me suddenly. No, this okay, so
what are we talking about again? Are we still talking about a Roomba?
Yes, we are. This is very important. Very important.
Right.
People need to know
all right.
So
go ahead.
there was a situation at her boyfriend's house where someone had ejaculated onto the Roomba. and the questions
That's what they call it?
The question surrounding this situation was how did the ejaculate come to be on the Roomba? Was somebody jerking off and was hoping to get it in the path of the Roomba so it could be easily cleaned up? Because as I'm sure you know, like, you know, after masturbating,
I'm sure there was probably a cat involved, I'm sure.
Oh God. Cleanup is always an issue though. You know, it always, you know, it takes all the sensuality and the romance out of the situation, you know, so.
You gotta have a system. You gotta have a system.
Write that down, everybody. You gotta have a system.
It takes time to figure these things out. Nobody teaches you these things. They don't bring that up in health class.
Well, you know, I mean, I had an uncle who tried to teach me, but it all got very weird, you know. I'm kidding.
My God.
My uncles were wonderful in the way that they were very, very limited in my life. And I thank them. My uncle.
That's how I am. That's how I give back to my.
He bought me a couple of books, and he never talked to me again.
I give back to my nephews by leaving them alone. I don't want to be the weird uncle in their life. I actually do feel guilty sometimes. I'm like, man, these poor kids, I'm their only uncle. I don't ever talk to them. I don't ever see them. But then I remember they're in a different state. So I'm like, okay, how much am I really expected to do that? I mean, and I do feel bad. I could put some effort into it, but they're pretty much grown and out of the house now. So I think I may have waited a little too long to do that. But it's fine. It's fine. It's a good excuse. I'm not in that state. They are very sweet kids, though. I'm sure they love me very much.
I'm sure that, especially around like birthdays and Christmas time.
Why you gotta bring that up?
Well,
you hurt my soul.
No, I only assume that like you send them gift cards or something.
I don't send them anything. I'm in a different state.
You There is a thing called mail, Mike.
I send them nothing.
Send them
They're anyways, enough about them. They're doing just fine.
I'm sure they're very, very happy living their lives, not knowing who the hell you are. They're probably better off.
I used to go there. I used to go up there every summer, but the COVID. You know what is great about?
Oh, blame it on the COVID.
Is it so nice? Parts of it are very nice. Obviously, I would love it if we weren't in the middle of a pandemic and that didn't happen. But it is nice for people like me who don't like a lot of interactions and responsibilities. Like I kind of am a homebody at times. So I don't have to really, I don't have to go anywhere. Like somebody was trying to hang out with me the other day. Brendan wants to hang out with me, and he's vaccinated. And I'm like, well, I don't know, man. You can still pass the disease through your nose holes, even if you're vaccinated. So it's a good excuse to not leave the house. But what I actually am afraid of is that I've been we've all been doing this for so long that like I'm not gonna want to go to any sort of commitment or like gathering or anything.
You're going to be using the COVID excuse in like 20 years when it's been eradicated. I'm still worried about this COVID. Like my COVID hasn't been around.
Well,
since,
it's just another thing that I have to overcome now. Like I want to have McDonald's delivered. I don't want to go to the drive-thru. I don't want to, I just want to have everything delivered. Actually, it's quite the opposite. You got to get me out of here. I need to get the fuck out of here, Pat. I cannot wait for this pandemic to be over. I love the people I live with, but it is at times very challenging. Very challenging. Love you guys. I don't get a moment alone. The only time I am alone is when I'm at work. And then I'm not really alone. I'm surrounded most of the time by people that smell really bad or that want to murder me for some reason. Or that actually, it's a mixed bag. It depends. Sometimes you get the bus. If you're really lucky, you get the line where it's like nice people that are just commuting and stuff. Or it could be the rolling torture chamber of hell. Doom and shit and piss. What's that?
I said at least it's not boring.
That is not true. I wish that were the case. That is actually the worst part of my job. It is extremely boring at times. And you know what? I actually got, I got one of those runs the other day where everyone's like, like have fun with that. Like that's gonna be crazy. And that was me that was telling myself that. And then I went on it, and it is actually a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Like the East Transfer Point, it looks like a scene out of Mad Max. So you go there, and you really start to feel better about yourself when you go to these places.
A lot of people wearing like football equipment and hockey masks for some reason. People
all the time.
People walk little skinny androgynous folks around on chains, things like that.
I really shouldn't joke about it. It is really bad.
Was Tina Turner there?
In the porta potty, I did see Tina Turner. Yeah.
Oh, thank God. That's good. I'm glad.
Well,
she's still
so far
still hitting it hard.
I like that we're pretty focused here on a singular topic here. I think this is going quite well. We are headed for for. I think we're headed for podcast glory.
Okay, so back to the room.
Oh yeah, back to the Roomba.
Yeah, let's focus here. Let's talk about what's important. Okay, so this Roomba had ejaculate on it. Now let's all remember this and get the visual in our head. And
Pat, let's call it's cum. Okay, call it what it is.
I like ejaculate. It's a fun word to say.
We're not wearing lab coats. It's not ejaculate.
It's almost as fun a word to say as delectable. Because if you say the word delectable like very slowly, it becomes a very sensualized
delectable
word.
Ejaculate.
Delectable ejaculate.
Oh
because
my
you have
God.
to say it out when you say it, So it
okay.
just makes it more.
Okay, you go ahead.
I want to pour like melted chocolate into my mouth while I'm saying delectable ejaculate. Okay,
oh Lord.
So there's confusion about how the cum got on to the Roomba, and questions surrounding like what was the motivation for this? Was it trying to be an easy cleanup? Yada yada yada. And then it's revealed at the end that this woman, her boyfriend, he has like 4 roommates, but they're all women.
Yeah, baby.
So.
Oh.
I think
my God.
just simple powers of elimination.
Well, it's not like it's not something that people just keep in their freezer, or in the fridge.
Although I have to say, I've had the pleasure of pleasuring many women, and not to brag, but I'm totally a whore.
Oh my God.
And I have seen many a women ejaculate.
My God! Is this going to be allowed to be on the internet?
I've actually nearly drowned several times. It was a horrific thing, and I'm in therapy now for it. It's okay.
Oh my God!
All right, I'm sorry.
Speaking of drowning, I will be back in 2 minutes. I'll be back in 2 seconds.
Family channel. Oh, you're gonna go?
I'll be right back.
Go drown.
Sorry, I'm not a professional podcaster yet. I have to pee really bad.
All right, wash your hands. All right. Well, while Mike is out doing that, I'm gonna refocus here just a little bit, and talk about some other stuff. We were just discussing about how things have changed so much because of the pandemic, and how it's people are getting so used to being stuck in their homes and only communicating through technology. As we are right now, Mike and I are in separate parts of town, So I mean, in some ways it's fantastic. In other ways, it's a real bummer. Like one of the things that I really miss being able to do is do like a lot of community volunteer work. I mean, I've done all sorts of different things. I've spoken at high schools. I've hosted rallies. I've tended to needs for the homeless and people that deal with addiction and other mental health things. But I gotta say, the top of the list, though, my most favorite thing to do, beyond doing stand-up comedy or singing with a band, playing shows, was going to the children's hospital. I would try to do this at least once a month, at least like one Sunday a month. I would go and visit the cancer ward at the children's hospital, and I can't tell you how gratifying that was. To be able to go there and just drop all of my shit, and just go up there and just spend a little time with these kids. And sometimes, I'd only be able to be up there for just a few minutes, But I got to tell you, no matter what was going on in my life, it would always just just kind of rejuvenate me in a way that's almost undescribable. I remember there was this one kid, Billy, probably about 8, maybe 9, and he was in like his last round of chemo, and so by this point, he'd lost all his hair, and I mean, he was like just the cutest little cue ball, Like I used to always joke with him, like, "Oh, I'm gonna knock you in the pocket," and yeah, he was great. He was great. Too bad what happened to him. Anyway, so I was, I would go there and I would visit these kids, and again, it was so amazing to me that, regardless of what was going on in my life, at the time I was, working like 2 or 3 other jobs. I was in a committed relationship that was very stressful. Dealing with issues in my own personal life as a recovering addict. Trying to maintain, all the maintenance stuff that goes in with being, a person in long-term recovery. Staying connected to my network of supporters. People that are there to teach me and to help me, giving myself, opportunities to be vulnerable in my life, while also trying to remain something of a teacher to others, and being able to go up into the children's hospital there was just amazing to me. I miss it so much, and eventually, I think this pandemic will, the worst of it will subside, and we'll move on. I don't want to make this a political show or anything, but obviously we have to address things that are going on in the world, and let's just say that, well, maybe the pandemic hasn't been handled as well as it could have been under different leadership, perhaps. I don't know. And maybe now, under new leadership, maybe things will go a little bit more smoothly. Who's to say? I don't know. I'm hoping that things will pick up a little bit, and we'll be able to get things together. People can go out and feel more confident that they'll be safe, and one of the things going to recovery oriented meetings, support meetings, is that oftentimes people hug each other, and that's something that I really miss. I would love to ask a girl out on a date, and just go to a restaurant and not feel like that pressure, like, oh, is this gonna be okay? Are we gonna be all right? And what happens if if the date goes really well? like are we gonna go back to her place, my place? Like all those normal things that you would worry about. It's like, well, is her place gonna be clean? Has everything been bleached? So who knows? Who knows how that's gonna work out? They really got to start selling those giant body condoms like we saw in the Naked Gun movie. That would be delightful. Well, it looks like Mike is back, but he's having some technical issues because we can no longer hear him. Well, we'll try to figure that out here, but I just wanted to really quickly finish my story about going to the children's hospital and volunteering there, and and seeing these kids really was just amazing. I can't tell you that just being able to go in there and see these kids, and like I said, no matter what was going on in my life, I could always walk out of that place knowing in my heart that I was gonna outlive all of these little bastards. Oh God, when I just I'd look at their their big wide eyes and their pale little faces, I just know that they will be long since gone, and I will still be fit and active and breathing life into my lungs, and it's just, oh God, just talking about it now, it just makes me feel great. It just makes me feel real good. Oh God. Okay, I'm not a terrible person. I'm not a monster. I promise. To be completely honest, I say these things because I want to discover and identify who the real monsters are. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here, for joining us. Yes, we had a few technical difficulties, but I think it was pretty good. I mean, we got to talk about poops and about the kids and about the pandemic and life in general. And I don't think we really insulted too many people. At least people that, I mean, nobody that really matters that can fight back. So, always punch down. That's my motto. Okay, thank you so much for joining us. Mike is going to come back on here, do a little send off, and we will see you again very, very soon. Till next time, this is Pat, the Mad City Podcast, saying bye for now.
Okay, I am well aware that didn't quite go according to plan. If you are hearing this and you actually sat through that, I am going to applaud you and just let you know this is only the beginning.
Break the streets.